morning. Good morning. How are you today? Happy Memorial Day. Figure it's pretty early in the morning, so I wasn't doing anything. I was like, I felt like drawing, so I played on the piano a little bit, practiced that, and then I don't know. I just started sitting around doodling, and I was like, man, you know what? I started practicing these bean-shaped bodies, and I was like, you know what? I might as well practice live. See who's up and bored right now. Hey, Cherish, how are you today? Good morning to you too, my friend. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that encouragement early in the morning. We need that type of encouragement, right? All right. So I don't know who we got here this morning. Let's see how many. I don't know if we. I can't. This thing don't even tell me sometimes how many. I think maybe because I got it on this particular mode right here. I had to see how many. Let me see. Do. All right. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter, right? Maybe some things I don't need it now. All right. So this morning, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna practice this bean shape thing. These are just some bodies that I was just messing around with. You know, you guys can probably see over here. I got some kind of pulled up. I always like to look for the ones that's best for for what I'm trying to do. So I wanna keep it in the most basic form possible. So I'm looking at this one right here. This one looks a little bit more elementary, right? We want to have elementary looks. This one right here does look pretty good too. I think I'll try this one right here. Let's save that image right there. Okay, and then what else can we do? We got some of these right here. This looks pretty cool. What is that? That looks awesome. Nah, it's too complicated. Okay, sometimes when you break things down, you want to keep it. I'm gonna keep this real simple because I'm still learning how to use this myself. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do y'all like that. So let's go ahead and just go with the one that I picked up here. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go here and just open the file up. Hey, thank you, Cherish. I appreciate your tip there this morning, my friend. Thank you. And that was such a blessing. All right, so these are what I was talking about right here. You see these little beans right here? And I was you know, when you're doing caricature, you really don't want to, or you know, for what we do for a living, or what if you're an animator or if you're a, you know, you don't really want to. Oh, thanks, Cherish. You don't have to be such a, you know, so analytical about all your drawings all the time. You know what I mean? You sometimes you might get an artist online that's very, and don't get me wrong. There's an appreciation for that. I'm not saying that I don't. You know what I mean? But what about the people like us that are just, you know, we're not like comic book animators and all this kind of stuff, and we just want to know, you know, how to do something basic, maybe for our book that we're doing, or maybe we're wanting to make up a logo or a character of somebody or a caricature of an artist like that. So we're not drawing on kind of like Spider-Man type level, you know what I'm saying, where we got to see every muscle in the body and all that kind of stuff. Now, it's good to know that kind of things, but that's what I like about this is it's very simple in that regard. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna try some of these bean shapes out. So I'm gonna start kind of with these up here. I guess we got 4 different bean shapes, and I guess where it gets its name from, it kind of looks like a bean already, right? So it kind of, you just got to learn how to draw them in space, right? And then once we draw a few of them, just to let my hand warm up a bit, then we can begin to put body parts to it. So that's the first bean right there, right? I encountered an artist that was kind of irritated when I asked him a question, and it made me feel bad, but I forgive it. It was uncomfortable. Oh yeah, sometimes. So you got all different types of people in the world, right? And everybody's going to respond to things differently. Now, this is like the center line of the bean, right? So here you can see when we draw, we'll just keep it simple. We don't really want to sketch these. In fact, I shouldn't have. I think I shouldn't have sketched that. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're acting like we're just drawing some beans that you would eat. You know what I mean? Some regular beans, right? Okay, and then once we have the bean, even if it doesn't come out perfect or whatever, it doesn't matter. And then we'll put like a little line in the middle. And these are what we're going to use as the basis for our bodies, right? Then you got the third bean. So we're going to do the first 4 over the top up here. Okay. So we're not going to do nothing complicated here, okay? All right. Hey, what's going on, Gaming with Jay and Corey? How are you today? I didn't see you was there. No disrespect. I just want to make sure I acknowledge you. Okay. So these beans, are, you know what? I'm liking the way they roll because it seems like, oh, okay. And then this is like the top of the bean here. So it shows like a little pattern of where it's going to. And I guess I ought to illustrate that in these right here. So you'll know where the top of the bean is versus where the bottom is. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have made these all that close, but that's okay. Now this one over here on the end, it has like a big top here. And it goes right here. Then it goes here. And here. Uh-oh, my son just woke up. You know, I ain't gonna stay on here long today. I just thought I'd do something. So this is the top of the bean here. This is the top of the bean here. Guess we'll just mark off the tops of them, okay? And let me see here. Then what you can do is you can just put like body parts on them, okay? So just to be simple with it, right? We can use these little arms here, right? Okay. And then we can map off kind of where our legs would go here, right? That's the upper leg right there. And then this is our joint. And then this would be like the back of the leg. So let's just say he had a shoe on, it might go like that. And then we'll just give it a little bit of depth of circumference, right? And then we have another leg here. And a little joint, and maybe a leg going back like this, right? And then we got our hand over here, and then we'll have another little hand over here, and we'll just keep it simple, right? And then we got a little head like this, okay? So this is kind of what we're thinking about when I'm drawing the body. So we're just gonna do this a couple of times just to see how it feels, right? I shouldn't have bunched these all together here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just redraw one at a time down here. This way you guys can draw along with me, right? Okay. So we got this one right here up top. This one's kind of leaning backwards like this, and then it has the other piece, so it's doing like this, is wrapping, and then it's going that way, and then this would be the center of our body here. So let's just say this is maybe this is the back of the body, the head. So maybe we'll do something like this. We'll put like a little head here. Right, this is the back of the head here, right? Because you got some little ears. Maybe that way, and maybe we can put some shoulders on it. So if we draw like this right here off the side of it, we can do some little shoulders, right, and some little arms, right? Maybe he's going that way, right? And maybe these are his hands going back this way. And then this would be like his leg. So his butt's going like, this is the middle of his body. So his butt, so this has got to be where the leg would be coming from. So let's just say the leg was going this way. Okay. And then we had maybe he's a superhero, so this would be like his foot. And maybe it's like an Iron Man foot. So he's like, he got some little light beams coming out the back of his foot. It's some more superhero stuff going that way. And then let me see here. Judging off of where we're at here, we might be able to see a little bit of what roundness of the butt's already there. So I can't see where that leg. Maybe the leg would go this way. Logically, it would go that way, and then we'll draw another little piece right here, and then the foot kind of pointing down like this. You see what I'm saying? So now we got some light beams coming from that way, right? yeah. The beam. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So we just kind of messing around with it, and then once you start understanding the anatomy, right? So this goes here, and then we can see where our arms go. We can see the little elbow there, right? We can start adding some depth to the picture, whatever you want to do. All right, and then this would be like the little side of the head here, and maybe we can put some and color these in because they're darker, because they're going to be further away. You see how it looked like his body he's kind of like shooting some stuff there, right? So that was a pretty cool one if the body's facing the other way. But what if we took that same concept, right? What else could we do with it, right? Okay, so let's just say this is the top here. What if this was the front of the body? So then our leg will go this way. And then what we could do is maybe we can extend the leg this way from that space. Put the joint on it right here. And then and then it goes backwards, so you wouldn't be able to see that. So you would just do something like this, I think. And then this part will come down here. And then you got another leg coming like that. See that? And then won't give it too much of a muscular leg right there. Okay, and then we have our arm. Will come off talking about right here. Or if we want to put some shoulders, right? We can block it off and then make it look like like some squarer shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So this way we'll have somewhere to kind of put our arms at. You see, like that. And then our arms can come down, and then maybe we'll do like this here. Remember Find Vincent, right? Y'all remember that one from a few weeks ago, right? This would be the back of the hand here. This would be the top of the hand, and this would be where the thumb would come off from. And then this would be like your forearm here. Right? And then here, you'll see you have your neck shape going into the beam right here. And then we'll have our little head shape here. And we're not gonna make an in-depth head, but we're just trying to feel out how this is all gonna work out for us. I don't know. Okay, so that looks okay right there. Hey, look, I'm still learning this one, so remember when you come here, it's never about me trying to show off. It's all about just trying to learn something new. Okay, let's see here. All right, what other kind of shape we got? We got this one here, right? So this is like where the front of the body is really kind of. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking like if you draw the two circles first, I don't know. That might be confusing. I think we should just stay with it the way we got it. Okay. So we basically want to draw the top part of the bean first, and then where it's going, and then loop it back into the actual bean self itself, right? And then we'll come back around here, and we can see this is kind of where the head would go. This might look a little bit off right there. Okay, and then we got this part bending over here, just like that. Okay, so this might be something where maybe the head is, maybe the head's going this way, maybe. Okay, and then we could see here that our the shoulders would come off of this part here. So this head would be kind of here, and then this would be like the back of the ear, and then this would be, you wouldn't even be able to see this ear over here, but this would be like the head. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and then let me see here. You know what? Maybe we could just draw some circles here for the side where the arms would come off. And then let me see here. And then maybe something for where the legs would come off right here. See it? So then you'll have your shape coming off like this. Wherever he's supposed to be going, right? Have an arm, right? Maybe he have this arm going over here because you can't really see that, right? So we'll just do it like that for right now. So let's just make it real quick, right? Let's just do a couple of them. So like this. So let's see if we can do it a little faster. Okay. Yeah. So let's just say this is the arms, right? Let's say the arms doing like this. And then we got our legs here. Maybe doing like this, coming down, right? And then we got our head right here. So this is kind of, now you know what I'm also seeing is that now that I understand this, I can make these beans different shapes. So if I'm going right from the front of the bean, right, this would be the top, this would be the bottom, then I can see my legs coming off of the bean like this, and then like that, right? And we know that this is going to do like that, right? And then we got the head coming out of the bean, right? And then what we'll do is we could draw some circles around it, right? Around the limbs, maybe, to give it some depth, right? Maybe depending on how deep we want the legs to be, or if we want to give them an outfit, right? And then you could just use the outside of that to make it like thicker all the way around him. You see? So now he has like thicker appendages, or you see that? Isn't that cool? Let's give him a helmet, right? Right. So that would be cool too. Okay, and then you put your middle part there. So we're just making up some characters today. All right, let's do another one. Let's make up another character. Maybe we'll make up one where the shoulders are a little bit smaller, like if you were drawing a female, right? Obviously, like she'd have a dress on or something, right? Let's say she had a dress on, or whatever. You could just do like this, right? And then look, she has the wider hips, the shorter area here, right? So this might be the arms, right? Coming down here like that. And let me just get a little bit closer in here for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. And then you have your knees, and then you got your lower, right? And maybe something like that. Right. I don't know. Anyway. Maybe that would be a girl character, right? Oh yes, happy Memorial Day to you as well, my friend. And so this is really kind of cool. Just drawing these little bean shapes and making them do different things. So let's say it's here, and then it's here, and then it's here, and then here, right? And each one is showing you the side or front or whatever of the body. So we drawing a person and we're animating. We might do something like this here, right? I don't know what he would be doing here to be in that position. That doesn't logically make sense. Let me change that body up just a little bit. What else would he maybe he's just doing this. Let's not do it too. Let's not make it too complicated. All right. All right. So we got an arm going this way, and then he turns around and the arm's going that way, and then he turns forward. His arms are doing like this, and then he goes down and he's touching his toes, maybe. Right? He's bending over like that, right? And then this arm going like that. This arm is uh, doing like that, right? And then we already did that arm, and then we got the arm touching the toes here. And then what kind of leg could we do? You can do one leg here, and then this leg here, and then let me see, maybe this way here, and maybe just straight down like that. And then this one here could be straight. I don't know what he's doing. Have you ever drawn two people like helping each other, like linking arms? You know, shoulder like arm with a shoulder around, something like that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You could definitely use this um, to do something like that, right? Yeah. Um, do 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 do. Oh well, that's not like supposed to be like that. But anyway, he's like do 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 do. Right. All right. So yeah, yeah, you could actually use these to do that. I mean, I imagine this would be pretty simple to do. Let's see if we can figure it out. All right. Let's say this is this. Let's say this is let's say this is the wife, and let's say this is the husband. This is their little bodies. Okay. So let's say she's standing like this here, and they're taking a picture together. So he's kind of sideways. So this is the front of the body. This is the front of the body here. So maybe she's doing like this, right? And maybe he's just standing straight up because he's a super tall guy, right? And then you got your head coming up from here, right? So let's just say our heads are going that way and this way, right? And maybe she's hugging him, and then he. Oh, we got to put her arm there, and then she's hugging him, and then his arm is going like this or something, right? You see, this is how your actual cartoon would be of that, right? So when I'm drawing caricatures, I always draw like these little stick figures like this first, so I can see what the heck it is what I want to do first. You know what I mean? I don't recommend you start off by just going at it. Just be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then, but once you understand this, well, then all of the concept itself becomes it becomes a lot simpler. What you're trying to accomplish. So now you have your head here, and we can see this going into our shoulders, right? And then we can kind of start outlining things and giving our picture dimension and depth. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Here we got our arm here, right? Got our little arm here, right? You can give him clothes or whatever. His little ear, right? You know what I'm saying? And he has his little wife right there, So we can see how everything's supposed to fit in relation to each other. Uh-oh, that's a retarded looking foot. Okay, see? Boom. Okay, and then she's like leaning on his shoulder. Put your head on my shoulders. Right? And then she's got her little arm here. Hey, and she's happy to be with her man. Right? So you see there? So then it's like, it translates over like that. You know what I mean? So I guess I could play it back for you real big. Let me see. Let's see if I can draw it bigger. I should have drew. Could you see that? I don't know if that was. Let me move over some here. Let me do it like this. All right. So let's say here you want to draw somebody hugging, right? So remember, we got Mama Bear, right? Okay. We got Papa Bear. Right? His whatever. You can make bodies up all kinds of ways, you know what I mean? And then you just establish your center line. Okay? Once you establish the center line, you can put your little stick here for the head. Right? Maybe a little box if you want to see where your head's going to be going. This would be like the ears, right? And again, your center line needs to line up with your situation there, you see? And then you come back here and you say, well, whoever's arms you want to start with first. So let's just say you want to go with him hugging her. You'll draw his arm or draw her arm first. So you'll see that his arm is kind of hanging, going here. Then it's going around here, and you'll see his arm coming like this, and his little thumb right there, right? And then you'll see his other arm, because we know how anatomy works. We can just draw a little shape like that. Okay. And then we come over here and we'll say, okay, let's say this is his leg here, right? This is our other leg here. Maybe it's a little bit bigger because it's coming a little bit closer, right? No big deal, right? And then, actually this is a little bit fat right here, but it's fatter than what I did. Okay, cool. And then you come over here and you got your leg going down, and her leg's kind of meeting his a little bit, and she's kind of look, she's doing like this, and her foot is kind of bending like this here. Okay, and then she could see her arm going around here, and then kind of hugging him right back, right? So now we got the basis of our picture, and we can see it in relation. Let's say we want to make them like I used to always draw on the river walk all the time. So let's just say now I'm drawing a caricature of them. I can create like a river walk, right? With some little ducks in the water, right? That's the little duck heads. And they're like kind of floating around back there. All right. Okay. And then maybe some little bushes. And because those are far away, we don't want to make them dominate the scene. We want to give you the illusion that those trees across the way are very small trees. Right? Right? And then we got the trees here, and then we got maybe some hotels buildings. I still remember that scene. All right. And then we'll just, I don't know, maybe this is like a little restaurant across the way. Maybe they're going to go eat over there after they're done taking pictures. Okay, some birds are in the sky. Right, sun is out. We got a few clouds. It's partly cloudy out there. Okay, and let's put some more water behind them. Okay, now from that part, we begin to just kind of work on our picture. What kind of clothes do they have on? And, you know, what kind of pants does he have on? Right, kind of, maybe she has on, I don't know. I'll have to establish her hip line because this is where her hips would be. So let's say I want to make her have on some shorts here too, right? And then fatten up the arms a little bit. Maybe give him some bulging. Well, it wouldn't be actually a bulging bicep at this point. It would be more like because it's the way his arm is. It would just kind of come around here. That'll be the elbow, right? And you see how you can just fatten up your guy, you know, like that. Okay. Okay. So this is the basis of our building a theme. You know, if you want to do a theme like this other one I was working on earlier, I thought it was pretty cool. I was drawing I drew a skydiving theme, if you could see that one right there, right? So let's just say somebody want me to draw them skydiving. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to establish the top of the bean shape first. So this would be obviously the head. And then look, this would be the top of the shape. Maybe it looks like some ears, or depending on how their shoulders are. Some people have, I'm just using this as a muscle, but this is like, let's say this is the you know, they got the little thing on right there, and they're going, ooh, right, and their hair is falling, you know, it's because they're falling out of the sky. And then what am I doing here? Well, all I'm doing is saying, okay, this is my arms coming out here, this is my wrist coming here, right, and then this is my hand, right, the back side of my hand and my thumbs, because I'm going to find Vincent first. And then once I find Vincent, then I'm gonna go ahead and attach those first two fingers together. I always kind of join those two fingers together because it's easier to maintain them that way, right? And then now once you have that, right, you can see here that from back here you'll be able to see just a little bit of the bottom of the feet and the back of the feet right here. That's too much actually. So this one right here, you'll see just a little bit of the bottom of the feet right here. Okay, so you know, they just jump out of an airplane, and you know, maybe his wife is skydiving with him. So obviously I want her head to dominate, so I might do something like this right here. And she's like, oh no, I gotta die. Her hair is just all blowing all over the place, right? Like that. Okay. And then I put her with obviously some smaller shoulders, right? Okay. And then this is her little arms coming off here, and she's kind of doing the same thing back there. She's doing the same position. They're falling out of the sky, right? And maybe back here with this one, you'll see more of her leg coming back out, and her foot's kind of going to the side. But they're both falling at a rapid rate with their book bags on. And let's go ahead and add some girth to the arms, right? Like that. Okay. And then we put some clouds back here. By the way, guys, that's a different scene than this scene up here. This is one scene. This is a whole nother scene down here. Okay. So it's all about what you want them to do. All right. You got some this here, and then let's just say the airplane is I don't know what a back of a. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Maybe we'll just do like this here. This is the back door of the airplane and the wings. All right. and it's leaving because it's already dropped them off, right? And down here, you can see all types of little buildings just to give you a sense of how high up in the air they actually are, right? We're gonna put some buildings down here, just a little skyline there, right? See that? So today it's not we're practicing. It's not really about the caricature face at this point today. I intentionally want to just get better at this. So this is again how you always should have you approach your body shapes. Generally, when you see me draw the face, sometimes I'll go ahead and I'll just draw the face if I don't need, if I don't need a sketch or outline first. But when I'm doing themes, you're gonna have to outline your theme first. You just don't, unless it's a very simple theme that you're so familiar with drawing it because you've drawn it so many times that you can do it that way. But other than that, I recommend you lightly draw the picture in, but draw your theme as if you're drawing the real picture. You know what I mean? Don't, this way when you get to the face, if you don't need to sketch the face or whatever, like me, I would just go ahead and draw the face. But now I have a relationship of where the face would fit. I can make this face bigger in relation to the bodies, right? Or whatever. Maybe back here in this thing, I could draw the sun, right? Maybe they got a little baby right here, right? And he's falling down too, you know what I mean? This is little, right there. And maybe he's not falling as gracefully as they are, but maybe he's back there and he's falling. The whole family is freaking skydiving. Okay. So you could do all kinds of cool stuff with this here. Okay. All right, man, that was pretty awesome right there. Let's see what else can we come up with here. What other kind of, now they do have these bodies over here, which these are the same thing, I think. It's just basically what type of body you want to have. It's kind of like with these, I'm trying to think of another way to think of it. These bean ones I like these really a lot. Let me see here. But these are more like boxes, or every time I see these, what I'm thinking of is I don't know why, I'm just thinking of a crazy box of cigarettes, like almost like the cigarette boxes doing all kinds of weird shapes, and then it's kind of bending like this, and then you can see the how the box is bending like this, and then you just kind of add sides to it like that, and then you can see how they make it 3D, and then they do something like that. So this would be like the side of the box. So how I would approach this, I wouldn't approach this as two different pieces. If I were doing this way, I would approach it as one big box first. Yeah, this was on Pinterest actually. Yep. Actually, hold on, Cherish. If you'll give me a moment, I need to go grab my pad out of the room anyway. So let me grab my pad. Oh, okay. So this one right here, this would be like this, and then the box would be like going this way. It's bending around and it's going here. Ah, interesting. So then you can see the bottom of the box going like this and the top of the box like that. And then you can see this is the bend of the box here. This is the bend of the top of the box here. And then this would be the back. This would be this, and then this will come around the side like that. Oh, okay. that makes it so much easier when you don't think of it as individual boxes. Like if you try to draw it like this first, like if I say this and then I go, and then I do this and then I go here. I don't know. I guess maybe that could work too, but it just seemed like it's a lot more work. And then kind of joining the sides together here. Well, I guess you would want to join it from bottom to bottom here. Or just top to top, maybe here. And then come around to here, do like this. And then do like that. So this will be the bottom of that one, this one, and this one. I might be able to share this with you. Let me see. Let me go to Facebook, maybe. I'll share it with you when I'm done. When we're done with the stream, I'll share it. They look like crayon people. What do you mean, these people here? That's interesting. Okay. I got some pens in here. I just bought some the other day. I don't know if these are those pens that I just bought. Are these those? I don't know if you'll be able to see the lines differently if I use these. Now, this one is cool because I think maybe if you see the front of the box, the major part of the box first. So if you got a major part of the box here and a major part of the box here, right? But still, that makes it harder to draw that way. I still would just do it like this. I draw the edge of the box for this particular angle. Or maybe I should just draw the side of the box that you can see, and then draw the depending on what angle I'm at, and then I can come across like this. And then this goes in here like that. Oh, okay. Interesting. The Crayola crew. The angle I'm trying to draw is this one here, and this one. I think I'm gonna stick with my pencil. It's more comfortable. Plus, if you mess up, you can erase. By far, though, I think that the boxes are, well, depending on what angle you want. It's a little bit more. Well, I don't know with this one right here. Maybe if I drew this as its own shape first, right? Like its own little cushion, and then once I have that one right there, then I come back and I say, well, this box here. So I will come here, come around, draw the back of the box here. Then draw the sides and kind of come around here like that. And then we can connect them. Or like this. Let me see. I'm just trying to figure out which would be the best way to do this. No, I don't like that way. It's a different. It's a really difficult. Nope, you gotta watch your words. It's not difficult. It's just I have to figure out the right way to do it. Which, if you're doing it with, hey, what's going on, Uzma? How are you today? But again, the bean just makes it so much easier because now it's just like, and then this is the top of it. That just makes it so much easier to me. It's the same concept, but and then you can just add, you can add blockiness to it if you want. So yeah, I still would. I think the bean ones is so much easier. I can't remember who that concept was made up by, but I know a lot of, again, Disney animators use this, and so. But again, you can make up whichever one is good for you. If you feel like, these are the. If you feel like some cartoon you might want to go with this one, and some cartoons you might want to go with that one, depending on what angle it is you're trying to draw from. So you can see there's not really too many angles you can draw this bean from. You got this one here. That one seems pretty cool. And that was also good for our. All right, so you can see here how it looks like the body's bending backwards and forward. So you can see the body kind of contorting, you know what I'm saying? And then this being the side of the top of the body here. So you can see the head might be coming over here somewhere. You know what I mean? So what would that be? That would be like I could see that being like an action, some type of action or some type of you know what I'm saying? Some type of action going on right there. Right? The hand is, maybe back here. I don't know what this leg would be doing here, but we'll see. But I can see that being some type of action right there. You know what I mean? You see how easy it is to draw some action, and then you can connect this into the body frame. It's crazy how you can see the rhythm of this center line. See this rhythm, this center line rhythm here? It makes your stuff more like symmetric. I'm definitely going to incorporate this into my my arsenal of things to do, right? You know what? I think in here, right, the leg would have to naturally be flowing this way something. And when you have these, it kind of forces your drawing to make sense because you can't do oh, okay, yeah, I got that book right here. Ever since I've been studying the body, Uzma, my book is it's really tore up for one thing, but I got all kinds of different the different books in here. And I look at this one right here. I made this into my own thing. The construction of the palm, visualizing the palm as three oval shapes that mirror the three palm paths or more accurate. So I actually again use this a lot. This one right here when I'm doing my hands, because and all I learn from. I just take everybody. I look all over the place. I find stuff that then I try to make it in the way I can understand it. You know what I mean? This is a real good book, though. I've definitely used it a lot. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's got exaggerating the neck, exaggerating the length of the neck itself. Um, Let me see here. The neck is not straight. The head extends forward as the neck curves upward. They're not parallel. Oh, that's interesting. So when you draw this shape here, if I'm drawing somebody, let's say from the side, when I draw the head, this is not straight up and down. It needs to go this way and that way. Well, actually, this is shorter and this is longer. Then it says here how it just kind of goes to the base of the head, and then this comes down and this goes out and up. Wow, that's interesting. Got me all over the place today. I didn't mean to go here with you. Interesting. See the way he did that. But I mean, you know what? When you potato, tomato, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So something like that. And then you can see where the head kind of builds up like that. So it's saying that's what your neck actually does. This part right here is literally shorter than this part. So you got a long distance here and then a short distance. Looks like this actually comes down to about right here, and then it goes out like that. So that's something right there, right? Yeah. The neck is wider at the base of the skull. Trap muscles overtake and slope into the shoulders, which that's easy to understand. Again, if we have our bean shape, okay, and we got that little point at the top, right? You know, your head goes down in that little hole right there. Well, what happens is that you have these little triangles. I showed you guys this on the side of your thing. These are kind of connecting to the side top of that situation. And then you have your clavicle, right? Or whatever. Well, it's saying here that when you draw the neck, it should, which I already kind of knew that, you kind of want to make sure that your neck is not straight up and down, but that it curves into the muscles. So once you want to make sure that your neck is doing like this and then coming out. You know what I mean? Like this, that, right? See how much more uniform that looks right there. Ooh. Right. Yeah. He got some crazy looking caricatures in here. I ain't gonna lie, he does. He has some his character style is a lot different than mine. Only certain parts of this book I really like. I learned this a little bit differently. I thought this was kind of complicated. Even this shape here, I don't use this for my shapes. I use a much more simplified shape. But again, it does have some pretty good stuff in here, you know. And it's ultimately going to be however you learn, you know. Like this part, when I saw this, right, I thought about it like this other way. I learned a little bit better, and it was basically to draw a box around this, right, and then this would be like where my hair will come from or whatever, right, and then I could see where my I could come down here and I can drop the shape down, right here, you see, and then I could draw this like teardrop shape here, so that my nose kind of comes in here, you see, and then my ear shape is whatever you want to do, right, like that. This might be bigger, right? And then here you got your eye shapes here, right? It's a little bit different than his, but it's okay. That's kind of how I would approach them a little bit differently, right? This one's the same thing. I use a little box, and then I draw my teardrop, right? Then I come around. You see where the bottom of the chin is here. Right, you can see it all kind of flowing in here like that, and in here, right? And your hair, right there, ear shapes. I might turn mine up a little bit more than his. A nose shape would be up here somewhere. Drop this shape down here. Top lip, bottom lip. He did something like that right there. Little shirt. Just what we learned. Remember the triangles kind of come off, right? Drop his shirt down. Kind of shirt does he have on, right? Put a body on there. Yeah, all this studying anatomy stuff has made me, I kind of see what's going on more. Even when I draw the hands now, like whatever I want to do, it kind of just happens. Like how I think of my hands are. Let me see. Like I try to find that little break off of my hand, so I could think of it like those three boxes. So let's just say, remember the three little pads in the hand, right? Remember you got these three pads, 1, 2, and then you have one up here, right? Where you can see your thumb, remember, comes off of this pad, right? And then your hand, your fingers are coming off of this one. So let's just say I'm doing this, and then like that, then like this, right? And my hand, see how it's just the hand just kind of happens once you do it that way. You know what I mean? These are those three little pads, and I'm looking at those pads from whatever angle it is that I'm drawing the hand from. Okay, 1, see, 2, 3. Remember I told you guys about the guy with the gas mask on? See the hand? See how it just happens? You can put the first 2 fingers together, right? You can draw a peace sign, right? And you can see this kind of happens in the hand, right? So it just gets simple. From the side, obviously, you'll only see 2 of them. So you'll have this one and you have a much longer one, right? So you can see this here. This is where so this is your pad here. Your finger is literally coming off of here, right? And it's going around this shape into that shape, right? And you can see this like would be your other finger. This might be another finger. This might be the finger way out there in the back. This might be the way it's coming off of the hand. So you just think about it like that. It's easier. But yeah, this book started making a lot more sense once I started studying more anatomy. This right here helped me as well. So, like what I'm trying to do with my caricature, what I want to make them feel with the eyes. So again, once I draw this shape here, if I want to do something like this, right? Let's say I want to do this. So I want to do something like, like this, maybe like that, right? Well, now what I'll do here is I'll draw some circles first, and then I'll use those circles to do the eyes like that. See how I can virtually do anything that I want with that, by understanding that shape. Let's make her nose a little bit less. It's too a little more simple when it's a girl. You want a little bit more simple. Maybe she got like a little nose ring, right? Lips, right? Come over here. Got our teardrop shape. So this might be her chin, right? Maybe she has some very distinguished cheekbones, right? Cheekbones are very high. Maybe I might come out here and do this here. Okay, remember, neck down. Remember how we did it? Look at the shoulders, right? Right? Come here. Okay, got that. Maybe this will come over here. And got her shoulders coming down here off of our bean shape. I don't know what kind of hair she got. Let's give her some hair. Maybe she's a rock and roll girl. Right? Hey, Gordon, what's going on, man? How are you today? Oh, wait, where's my music? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so guys, again, my name is Harry. Welcome to the stream. This is a little, this is not my normal streaming time. I just decided to stream today because I just felt like it. So I initially started off with this bean shape thing, and then I went all over the place. Either way, if you feel like you're benefiting from the information, man, tips are awesome. Thank you guys in advance for the tips. And let me see here. Okay. Also, guys, don't forget to go to my my TikTok page. I need you guys to follow me on TikTok, okay? And my TikTok is Rouser World. I think. Hold on a second here. I might be able to. Let me see. Let me see. No, I didn't mean to do that. Let me see. I think I got TikTok on here already. Oh, okay. Is this my let me see, view profile. Okay, yeah, so I'm trying to get up. I need to get to like 1,000 followers, right? Hey Tammy, what's going on? So I need you guys to go over there and like my videos. If you guys, these are where I do all my caricature reveals and stuff like that. And I have like little short lessons, 30-second lessons or whatever, where you can go in and check them out. So go over there, man, and run and go through my TikTok, man. Like some of the videos, share them, right? Let me see here. I'm trying to figure out how I could. Okay, hey, right on, Cherish. Thank you. I see Cherish started following me just now. So go ahead, guys, and head over there. Check out Rouser World Caricatures on TikTok. And I'm trying to figure out how I can share this link. Oh, here it is right here. So maybe I'll just do this and then copy it. And then I'll paste it here for you, so you guys can check it out. Here we go. So yeah, just go over there and go ahead and follow my page for me, okay? because I need to get there, right? Okay, and nice. Okay, cool. All right. These are all different places that I'll draw at. I still got so many videos I gotta put up, right? Hey, thank you so much, Luz. I appreciate you coming out today. Awesome. That's a new name for me. Okay. But yeah, again, after studying this these body shapes and beans and stuff like that, you can you get to start understanding what is it that I'm actually doing, and a lot of it is once you, hey, thank you so much, Gordon. I appreciate you tipping today, man. Thank you again, guys. Tips are awesome. If you feel like what I'm sharing with you today is going to push you forward as an artist, ain't nothing wrong with supporting another artist, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. You try copying the link. I already got the link down there. Now I think that link is all should be. Is that link? Is that a good link for you guys? Is that link taking you guys there? Okay. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep going with this thing here. We're gonna go back to our what we were talking about with our bean shape. We'll get into some other things of that nature. Also, guys, if you want to take a class with me, I do offer classes and all that stuff. I think Cherish already put the information up there, so don't forget to check that out. That information is pinned to the top of your screen. Okay, so if you go to the top of your screen up here, you'll see that it's already posted up there. Okay. All right. All right. So let me see here. Back to the bean thing. So what we were doing if you guys are just getting to the stream, we're practicing how to draw the body. Okay. So we started out with different like little bean shapes, and how you learn how to do themes for your caricature is you start by learning little concepts like this, okay, which are these little beans that we have over here, and then from those beans you can make up all kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like Cherish asked me about what if somebody was hugging, right? Or what if somebody was just dancing or throwing up because they had too much to drink. Right. It's like, wait a minute, what are you doing that? I should have had that beer. Put that beer down, right? Okay, and then we took those. Okay, so over here you have over here we did some different ones, so we just kind of toyed with it. This is our little skydiving theme we showed you, like if a family were to ask me to do that. And so just let's go ahead and continue, and we'll do some more here. See what else we can learn for today. So again, a good practice is to just go ahead and you know, I'm gonna show you something too. Really, all this bean thing is, I'm gonna just to break it down for you. Really, let's look at it. Okay. Really, all it is two balls. Picture two maybe tennis balls overlapping one another. Okay. And which one is in the front is the one you draw first. It's simple. This is the one in the front. This one in the back. Okay. You see? This is the middle. Get? This is the tennis ball. This is another tennis ball. Which one's in the front? This one. So let's just say I'm drawing this one. I'll go here first, establish that one. Then I go to the back and do this one. Okay? So you can see here, again, it will go here and then here. Okay? So this might be, let's just say if we're drawing somebody's bending over here, right? This might be You get what I'm saying? This might be the head, right? You see? This might be the arms. You see? But if you do this, maybe somebody's flying toward the sun. Maybe you'll see the underside of the chin, right? The side of the head a little bit. And then you'll see your arms coming off of this shape. And then the legs coming down off of the shape. Okay? You see? So you just, whatever body you think of. Now, I could also change this, and the beans don't, these two tennis balls don't have to be always tennis balls. They could be whatever you want them to be. Let's say I want to draw somebody that has a like a big chest. I might draw a shape like this, and I might just stay right there and then put my legs in here and then figure out, well, these are where I want my legs to go, and then these are where I want my arms to go, here and here. Okay, this is the front. What we would logically see here would be basically the bottom of the hand, right? And then we would see the thumb, right? And then we would see maybe a little bit of the front of the hand. So you got to always be thinking, what would you see logically? Oh, wait, the thumb's supposed to go on the other side of this one. Sorry. Okay. What would you logically see from this position when you're drawing? This might be the head, and then this might be the body shape. So if you're looking at it like a cube, you can see that it's like that. So now you got a guy flying off into outer space, right? Okay. So you got to get your stick figures down first. You know that if you can't do the stick figures, if you can't do this, your themes or your bodies are going to come out unproportional and kind of weird. You know what I mean? Okay. So I got that down. Let me look at some other ones here. Again, every artist presents this information differently. There's so much of it online that you can. This one right here, he got somebody drawing a pillow, right? And that's funny too. Form and gesture. 3D gesture. Drawing pillows, huh? That's funny. Let me see if let me save that. So when you leave here, you ought to leave here with something that has to do. Look at these pillows. See how they're drawing pillows? And that's a cool way to learn right there. I like that pillow right there. Let's see. I can do that. I could do that. That's interesting. Little pillows, huh? Yeah, today we bodying it up. Yeah, we learning some more about these bodies here. Okay, kiss no body. Is that one too complicated? What do you think? For you guys, do you think that should go back to the other one? What do you think? That's funny because it does literally look like a like like it does help you. It does help. Hmm. Hmm. What's this one say? Imagine those boxes are really those boxes can't really move away from each other. Oh, okay. So this one's more like an action one. So it's almost like he said it's two boxes inside. So let me hmm. Oh, I see what he's saying. So he just making he just but this concept is really two boxes for the and I get that because it could be like the hips and the torso kind of moving around in relation to each other. So I guess if you're translating it to a body, it would be, you know, this part right here would do this, and then this part here would do that, and then your arms would do that and this, and then your legs would do this and this and this and that. You see? And then you have your upper body and then your head here. So to look like action. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Hmm. It definitely makes a lot of sense. Hmm. Oh, wait. So by practicing drawing these pillows, I get it. You're doing the action line. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I'm not getting here is when it wraps around the box, it needs to wrap around and do like this and then come out. No, that wouldn't make sense though. Let me see. I'll figure that out in a minute. All right, so this is obviously the. Okay. And so this other one would be. So this is actually coming around the bottom of the box. So I wouldn't make it happen within the box. I'd have to make it happen outside of the box. So that's why this is not working for me. So this shape right here is out here. And then it's coming out here. And then it's going here. And then it's going here. That practice makes perfect, right? Okay. Okay, so this is the outside of the box here. Outside. And then outside. All this is happening outside. Okay. So I gotta practice that one a little bit more. Yeah. This pillow one is really awesome. I'm gonna be sitting around drawing pillows for a few days, that's for sure. All right. So again, it's giving you that action, the action of the body. So you just sit here and you just draw these, and you can learn something about the body shape. All right. See here. You know, actually, that's a better way of doing it. Maybe if you just extend from the pillow itself, then you could get more of the curvature of the body in there. Let me see. Again, guys, if you feel like you're benefiting from the information I'm sharing with you today, tips are awesome, man. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Boom. Like this. And if you look here, this is the bottom. The body's going around, and then it's like kind of wrapping around each other. Then it's coming down here, and then the leg is kind of coming off here, and then this would be like the butt coming around to the back of the pillow. All right, this would be my line of action here, and then this would be like the back of the leg, right? Ah, cool. So when you're drawing it, this would be kind of where the leg comes from here, and then where the leg goes to here, and then kind of where the arm goes to here, and kind of where the arm goes to here. You just got to keep toying with it until it works for you, right? Oh, okay, interesting. Hmm. It's a full split. Oh no. Can I ask how many people are actually practicing this pillow right now? How many people are practicing the pillow? Okay. All right, guys. So I'm about to. I'm not going to stay much longer, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. Oh, okay. Now that might make a little bit more. Okay. Even though that looks kind of weird, but uh, okay. Yeah, it could be like a ballerina split. This one. Yeah, it could be more like. Let me make it more simple. Maybe I'm just doing too much. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense, Cherish. I see what you're saying. If I think about it like this, you see, I think this way I was doing too much sketching, too much sketchiness, right? Okay, so let me try it one more time. And we can change the dimensions up of this thing, which is really cool. Uh oh, that's too big. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I get it now. I get that you don't have to make them in the exact. It's just giving you an exact, like kind of an approximation of where things will go to, but not like you have to use these little. arms, you could, for those directions, you know where your arms will go to based off of the way that way your limbs are going to be going to. So let's just say I was here. This is where the limb was. This is the way they drew it. So maybe my limb might extend from there, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to draw it in that way. You know what I'm saying? I could do it whatever way I want to do it. You could do all kind of crazy positions with this. So a karate chop. Which one? Yeah, I'm definitely. Did I save this? Yeah, I did. Yeah, definitely. This pillow thing is gonna be my. So I'm actually gonna make a video about this. I gotta look at this. This one's cool. So you see here how the torso is going over like this, and then it's kind of coming around into a secondary part, and then it's coming over here, and it's going like this, and then it's going this way, right? And you can see the fold. So here you can see the head would be going this way, but now my arms and stuff on this one would be going something like this, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that. My legs might be going somewhere like this. All right, and then my head would be somewhere around here. That's a pretty big pillow body. You need to work out, bud. Right? But again, this is just I think again a simple approximation of what's going on, right? Because you can add curvature to these limbs. Fill them in and make them look like whole bodies. Right. That's like a yoga class right there. Okay. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead, man, and we're gonna start breaking this thing down so that you guys can have. What do you got? What's the plan for Memorial Day today, guys? What y'all doing today out there? What you doing for Memorial Day, Cherish? Oh, okay, for veterans and okay, that's cool. Yeah, I got I get my brother-in-law is gonna be coming over here in a little bit, so I'm gonna we said we were gonna go bowling today. If there's any, but there's a lot of all right, yeah, there's a lot of um, there's a lot of people coming down to the beach a lot since the beach is like very close to here. We've been having a lot of beach goers. So I think that's what I'm gonna wind up doing. Going to the oh, okay, so that's another way to do it. He was like putting blocks in there. Okay. Anyway. Hey, what's going on today? Sammy, how are you today? All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna shut this thing down. Okay. I normally do a word of the day after every stream, but this is not a regular stream. I'm not, or my normally scheduled stream. I'm not gonna keep you long. I just want to tell you to always stay prayed up, keep faith in God, and enjoy, every day that you have, because these days are not promised to anyone. We got so many people dying of tragic, things and stuff. A lot of tornadoes and stuff been happening across the country, and man, if you're in your home right now and your home hasn't been destroyed, you're blessed today. You might not think, you might be sitting around thinking about everything that you don't got, instead of thinking about the things that you do have and being grateful for what you do have. So be grateful for what you have. Enjoy your time with your family, your friends. And you know what? Even if you're by yourself right now today, enjoy time with yourself and enjoy time with God. Find joy in the little things, even if this is really what art is, man. A lot of times, man, I find joy in just sitting and learning like this. I like to learn, and I learn really with the purpose of just sharing it. So I get joy. I get joy sometimes just from drawing the little simplest things, stick figure, or these pillows are obviously, you can see I'm enjoying this because it's I don't know, something relaxing about sitting here drawing pillows. Maybe it's making me want to go to sleep or something. I don't know, but it's definitely something cool about drawing these pillows. So we're gonna be drawing some. We're gonna have some more pillow conversation. We can't call it pillow talk because that's for like husband and wife. But we can have pillow conversations because we could be drawing pillows and talking at the same time, right? So that's the difference between pillow talk and pillow conversation, right? All right, guys. So anyway, thank you again for drawing with me. Don't forget to go over and like my TikTok page if you guys haven't. I'll go over to TikTok and like the TikTok page. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers. So if you guys will help me with that, man, thank you so much. And let me see. I think that's all I got for you today, guys. You guys go out, enjoy Memorial Day. And I will see you guys on the regular stream, which is actually tomorrow morning at 9:30. So if you guys want to join that stream, after which time we'll have a word of the day and all that good stuff, okay? Thank you, Cherish, for doing such a great job as my mod, as always. And I appreciate the tip. You and Gordon. Gordon gave me a tip today as well. So thank you, Gordon. I appreciate you. You guys have a blessed day. I'll see you guys next time.